Before deploying a template, we have to version it, but we can quickly perform both actions. Then, we'll check the device to ensure the config changes were applied. Behind the scenes, I've manually deleted the existing project and template from DNA Center so we can start over. This time, I've uncommented the version and deploy helper function, allowing us to go from 0 to complete in a single run. Let's continue exploring the build templates.py script. I'll jump down to where we left off in the last clip. Assuming our template passed validation, we should deploy it to our devices. The version and deploy function takes 3 arguments: the DNAC handle, the template data loaded from the file, and the template ID. Looking at the function definition, we can also specify an IP address of a device to be configured using this template. I've identified the Leaf1 switch in the DevNet sandbox as the default value, which can be overridden. First, we have to version the template. This is like a git commit action that allows the programmer to comment on a given set of template updates. The HTTP post request includes these comments plus the template ID. The API call is asynchronous, so let's wait until it completes, then print the status once finished. Here's what the raw JSON data looks like once the versioning is completed. Note that you must version your templates before attempting to deploy them. Finally, it's time to deploy the template. Let's build the HTTP body first. DNA Center is smart enough not to deploy the same template with the same parameters twice, and that's desirable behavior in most cases. You can force DNA Center to redeploy the same template twice by setting this field to true. Then we have a list of targets. In our case, there is only one target for simplicity. We substitute in the IP address, template parameters, and connectivity type. Last, we include the template ID, identifying the template to be deployed. The deploy operation is conceptually similar to the preview operation, except renders the template onto a live device. With the HTTP body complete, we issue the post request, including that body, to deploy the template. Here's what the response from that API call looks like in raw JSON format. It includes a complex string with a deployment ID buried inside. We could parse that out if we wanted to query for that specific deployment status. In the interest of simplicity, we won't do that today. Let's just print a status message to the console, including that text. Let's clear the screen before running the script. Now, let's run the template script and update the test device with our template configurations. The first several lines of output are identical to the previous clip, as the project and template creation steps are the same. Let's focus instead on the versioning and deployment output. The complex template was processed first, and not surprisingly, was committed as version 1 successfully. Then, a detailed deployment status is provided to indicate successful deployment. To confirm that the template was deployed, let's check out the DNA Center UI very quickly. I've already navigated to the interactive shell for this device, so let's check the running config for our FTP, SSH, and NTP updates. Based on this output, we see an updated FTP source, SSH version, and 2 new NTP servers. In summary, templates are a powerful and flexible technique to manage your enterprise network. Let's wrap up the module in the next clip.